And furthermore, with somebody like the neurosurgeon Ben Carson, what's considered an Uncle Tom, as I was previously stating, and because he was conservative and was under the Trump administration, and that may not necessarily be true. He's a homeboy from Detroit. So we have to get away from any time a black person calls black folks to the pulpit on raising their level of positive consciousness and not negative consciousness, that we're anti-black. That's not true at all. We need to live a more positive and uplifting life to make this world a better place. We need to preach education like we used to in the 70s and be more family committed. As I was stating earlier, this is part 2 on the continuation of black proclivity in a positive way, that Black Lives Matter was a sham. It tried to handcuff America with the defunding of police, where now we're going to self-police each other. There are too many guns on the street, and all that's going to take place is a purging of society. And then we're going to have an influx of over 1 million illegal immigrants entering this country. Most of them will be displaced in the urban market, don't speak any English, have very little skill set. You're going to topple one problem on top of another. The police are not doing very much policing anymore as a result of Black Lives Matter, which is no longer in existence. So Black Lives Matter created this boiling point and this tumultuous handcuffing of society, societal norms, and now is anybody can do anything at any time. And guess where most of the crime is being committed? Here in the black and urban cities. And Black Lives Matter is nowhere to be found by 3 women of color. So many times we can be our own worst enemy, and we have to get away from not looking in the mirror, doing a self-analysis, understanding right from wrong. It's not okay to do wrong, and it's okay to call somebody out for doing wrong. America has to wake up, and definitely black urban America. In these next 2 years, with the homelessness, opioid crisis, joblessness, you have all this UAW strike, you have all these individuals going on strike, unemployment, this migrant issue. The next 2 years are going to be a very trepidous and dangerous time, especially in the urban market. We have an understaffing of police officers throughout all of these urban cities. St. Louis is down a couple of hundred police officers. Chicago is down 500 to 1,000 police officers. And it's just common sense. If your house is on fire, who do you call? The fire department. If you're sick, who do you call? The hospital and the doctor. If you have a crime that's being committed in your community or at your house, you call the police. Well, if there are no police around to police or to help you and aid you, who's going to take care of that? This makes no sense. Defunding the police is not the way to go. And all of these liberal laws that we have today is making it much easier for criminals to continuously commit crimes. And in the black community, most crimes are based on proximity. So there are going to be black people committing crimes on black people, while Black Lives Matter wanted to defund the police and put a stranglehold on the system. And they're not even in existence. If something happens in your community, you can't call Black Lives Matter. You couldn't have called them 3 years ago when it was in existence, because they did not protest for black on black crimes. They protested for white officers harming a black pedestrian because it made social media and it was at the forefront of national media's attention. And they prostitute